If you're married and you actually respect your marriage, it is super weird to have friends of the opposite sex that are not friends with your spouse.
No, it's not weird, it's actually pretty normal and healthy. These videos are always so fascinating because they always say more about the person making the video than they do about whatever topic they're addressing. Because what videos like this scream is, I lack the emotional maturity and basic communication skills to have healthy platonic relationships with individuals of the opposite sex. And therefore I'm shutting myself off from the possibility of having meaningful platonic relationships with 50% of the population. It's hard to know where to start with all the problems of this kind of thinking. For one, it denies that gay people exist, particularly bisexual people. Should they just have no friends at all? Because there's always a chance that they could catch feelings. But I think the larger and more serious issue is that it reinforces this idea that individuals should view the opposite sex only for the purpose of sex and romance. And this is particularly harmful for men in their relationships with women. If you want men to stop viewing women as objects of sex and romance, stop telling them that women only exist for sex and romance. Because this type of thinking strips away the humanity of all of us. Because it reduces the irreducibly complex nature of all of us down to one of two biological categories. It suggests that we ought to be understood primarily in terms of our chromosomal structure, and not our hopes, dreams, aspirations, desires, favorite ice cream flavors, pet peeves, characteristics, personality traits, things that make us all unique. Things that actually matter in terms of being human. Like, it's not relevant whether my reproductive system is compatible with someone else's reproductive system when I'm deciding whether or not I want to be friends with them. Because in the infinitely long list of things that make life worth living, romance and sex are just merely two things on that list. Because all of us are so much more than merely our capacity for sex and romance. Every time you interact with someone, regardless of their genitalia, it presents itself as an opportunity for you to learn something new and expand your perspective. And when you shut yourself off from the possibility of having friendships with 50% of the population, you are shutting yourself off from the possibility of learning new things and gaining new perspective by 50%. Let me make it very clear. If you're worried about your partner having friends of the opposite sex, then that is indicative of a problem within your relationship and nothing more. So stop projecting your own problems in your relationships onto everyone else. Your insecurities are not evidence of a universal. The universal claim that people who are married should not have friends of the opposite sex. So please, stop projecting and universalizing your problems onto everyone, just so you feel less bad about having them.